Hello everyone, it's Karen. Today I'm going to do another video. Today's going to be another vinyl update. This is vinyl update 19, I think. 19 or 20, something like that. I think I've forgotten how many vinyl update numbers there are, but anyway, I'll have a check and I might be correct. I might be right or I might be wrong, who knows. But anyway, this is all stuff that I've acquired, all the music items I've acquired within the last month. So it's pretty much since my last vinyl update. So there's going to be a lot of, there's a couple of books, a lot of CDs, some singles, which for the first time in a while I've picked. No, actually my last vinyl update did have sandwich singles, so, we'll go with the books first. One of these I had in my last vinyl update, but I didn't get around to showing it. Elton John, Love is a Cure, on Life, Loss and the End of AIDS. Now this book is about Elton's story around AIDS and his AIDS Foundation as well, which he does a lot of good charity work for. How he befriended a lot of people who had it, and even new people who even did charity work for AIDS as well. You know, like the actress Elizabeth Taylor and Princess Diana. There's him with Freddie Mercury. There's him with Princess Diana. How he's met loads of famous people during these foundations. So yeah, it's quite an interesting read. You know, if you like Elton John, and you'll definitely like this. He's even got his autobiography that came out in October, which is a good read. Speaking of Elton, my Elton John concert has been. I don't know if I said this in a review, but in case I haven't said it on the channel yet, my Elton concert was postponed. It's now December 2021 because of all this whole worldwide madness that's been going on. Yeah, I think that's just the best way to sum it up. Anyway, next one up is Jukebox Hero, My 5 Decades in Rock and Roll by the lead singer Foreigner Lou Gramm. So this is Lou Gramm, lead singer Foreigner, has written this book about his life from his early days, like early bands before joining the band Foreigner, who are a great band. So yeah, it's a really interesting read, and as well as like his solo career with the Ready or Not album, which I listened to in the first time listens in June, which was really good album. And yeah, I felt like getting this book because I like Lou Gramm and I like Foreigner, so there. There's that one. Okay, and we're going to have the CDs first. Now, these come from different places. So the first two come from the Missing Shop in Glasgow. A lot of the record shops are slowly beginning to reopen now. I could only really go to two out of the ones that were open, but hopefully I think more slowly beginning to reopening now, so it's all good. First up is The Who Odds and Sods. Now I think this is a collection of material that they never released. First came out in 1974, but this is a 1998 CD remaster. I think there's more material on it than the original album. Yeah, I think that's like an outtake from like the Meaty Beaty Big and Bouncy cover shot. The Who appeared in that on the window and the kids are there, and then it's the opposite on the back, so that's quite interesting. So it's quite a cool cover. It says rock on the top, that's quite cool. We have the Flash Gordon soundtrack by Queen. I've got the vinyl of this, haven't seen the film. This first came out in 1980. Haven't seen the film, but hopefully, like they say, it might be interesting. It's got a nice cool cover as well. This is the 2011 remaster of that. I've got the 2011 remaster for like the works in the game as well as the two greatest hits albums. These two came from FOP. Foreigner 4, this is remastered. Originally came out in 1981, I love this album. You got Jukebox Hero, Waiting for a Girl Like You, and Urgent as well. There's loads of other great ones like Luann, Nightlife, Break It Up, and Don't Let Go as well. There's a couple of bonus tracks, like unplugged versions of Jukebox Hero and Waiting for a Girl Like You, so that's quite interesting. This remastered one, really great album. Next is Bruce Springsteen, The Rising. Great album, I got this in vinyl, and I wanted to get the CD of it. Came out in 2002, one of my favourite Bruce albums. These next two came from my record shop in Sockets, which I went back to recently. I've been there quite a lot since it's reopened, but so I'm going to show you what two CDs I got. I got these on like two separate occasions. Here's the Rocket Man soundtrack. I loved this movie when it came out, and I got the DVD of it. I wanted to get the soundtrack, so I did. But it's a movie about Elton John. About his life, a really great movie. There's been a lot of like music movies within the last year being made. We've had Bohemian Rhapsody, which was about Freddie Mercury, Rocket Man about Elton John, one called Yesterday that was not necessarily about the Beatles, it was about like the Beatles music. Well, a film inspired by Beatles songs, and Blinded by the Light that was inspired by Bruce Springsteen songs. So yeah, we have a lot of good music movies this year. Hopefully we'll get some more sometime in the future. Then we get Queen Life Magic, got this on vinyl, wanted to get a CD of it. These are all like recordings from like the Kind of Magic tour. I don't think you don't really see this too much on CD. I mean, I think it's common on vinyl, but I don't think it's that common on CD, so it was really, really good to find this. Next I've got some 7-inch singles. The first few came from Missing in Glasgow. First up is Elton John and Island Girl with Sugar on the Floor, 1975. Unfortunately, there's a sticker on the DJM label. Yeah. Brian May, Driven by You from 1991 with Just One Life on Parlophone. My first Brian May record. Next, my first Phil Everly single from the Everly Brothers. Phil Everly with Cliff Richard with She Means Nothing to Me with A Man and a Woman, which I think is just Phil Everly on the B-side. Yes, it is on Capitol. I have a few Phil Everly solo records. Haven't yet listened to them. Maybe that might make the next first time listens. I've been kind of working on that, really. Hopefully going to listen to some albums for that. Now, I have some singles which I got for £4 in the shop, in the song shop. Elvis Presley, The Wonder of You from 1970 with Mama Like the Roses on RCA. Not a huge Elvis fan, but this is one of my favourite Elvis songs, so yeah, why not? Elton John, Sartorial Eloquence from 1980 with White Man Danger and Carter. This is on the Rocket label. Passengers by Elton John, 1984 with Lonely Boy. Tumbling Dice, Rolling Stones, 1972 with Sweet Black Angel. Yeah, Sweet Black Angel. Okay, now we're going over the albums. So we've got quite a few albums, so we're going to go over them all in detail. First one up is an upgrade copy of Bruce Springsteen and The River. I already have a copy of this, which was my dad's copy, but mine is battered. It's got like a lot of tape on it, and even some of the sleeves, but this is like mint condition. This is an original from 1980 in mint condition. Like, you can see the spine there, whereas mine one you can't really see much of the spine. I would have brought it out to compare, but I didn't. But it just looks as if it's not been touched since 1980. It has the lyric insert. My old copy does, but I think I found that from another one. The inner sleeves are just perfect. You know, barely any tears in it, because in my other copy, on this one, Gary Tallant's face has been peeled off on this side of the inner sleeve. And I think it's... So yeah, but this is just perfect. I'll show you one of the records. On CBS, like my other one. But, as you can see, it's just... I can try and get the light... Oh yeah, it's just perfect. There's barely a scratch on it. It sounds brilliant as well. So yeah, I'm still going to keep my other one because it was my dad's one and I wouldn't get rid of it. But this is just mint condition, plays perfectly. Mine one was quite scratched. While sometimes it played well, there'd be a lot of loud crackling in between. Even a couple of the songs I think skipped a bit, but other than that, yeah, this is just mint. So yeah, a perfect copy of The River. I was really, really pleased to get this from 1980. Next I've got two Beatles records. They're both similar, but they're different. This is one called First Live Recordings, Hamburg, Germany, 1962, Volume 1, and we have Volume 2. So basically these are like a lot of the Star Club tapes that have been released through the years. I've already got the Live at the Star Club from Hamburg 1962 double album, and these came out in the 1970s through Pickwick in America. I'll just show you one of the records. They're both the same. They both are in these inner sleeves on the Pickwick label. So I haven't played it, but I know it's a lot of the Hamburg stuff. But it does have some songs that I'm missing that are not on the Hamburg release that I have. Like it's got one called Sheila, which I think is a cover. Some of these are like cover songs. We have one called a cover from a song called Sheila. I'm gonna sit right down and cry over you, which the Beatles recorded for the BBC. Till There Was You, which they of course later released on with the Beatles. One called Holly Gully, which I'm not sure what that's all about. And one called Where Have You Been All My Life. So there's quite a few, you can see the tracks there. That's volume 1, and there's the tracks on volume 2. So there's a lot of these songs that they later released on their albums, as well as songs that they recorded for the BBC, or ones I think they done from the Decca audition tape. And we have one called Foreigner, 40 Years. This is like this is like a collection of their greatest hits in the 40th anniversary. A lot of interesting choices, like Luann from the 4 album. That's quite an interesting choice. And there's some other ones like from 1977 through to 2017. Like some stuff from like their recent albums, as well as a one from the Alive album as well. Gatefold with like glossy pictures. Really like that picture of Mick Jones looking cool. Has all like the band names. I know my last video about band members continuing without the original members, I forgot a couple of names. So there's like some of the original members. Al Greenwood, who left. Ian McDonald also left. So did Ed Gillaraldi, can't mind his name. But this is Foreigner now. Pretty much information about all the tracks as well. So it's like cool photos of Foreigner from the past as well as Foreigner in recent years. And this is on Atlantic, like their albums. And it's very much styled like one of the Atlantic labels. So yeah, black vinyl, nothing much to it, but should be an interesting listen. So yeah, Foreigner 40. Right, went 2 albums from the Missing Shot in Glasgow. This is Art Garfunkel and Scissors Cut from 1981. This is on CBS Records. Well, I haven't heard, but I do know the song Heart in New York, which they played live on the Concert in Central Park albums. Both Art Garfunkel and Paul Simon did a few of their solo songs as well. But this is on CBS from 1981. It's quite a nice photo there. That's CBS. So I do have a few Art Garfunkel songs, but again, like the Phil Everly ones, I've yet to really listen to them. I know I've got an Art Garfunkel Greatest Hits CD, so I might give that a listen to. So yeah, I'll do that at some point. We have the Collection series. This is the Everly Brothers Collection, just a double LP of their hits. I've also got a Roy Orbison record on this, like these things called the Collector series. I quite like the cover. It's a nice green kind of colour to it. I quite like the colour for that, you know. And this is on the Collector series. I go through Castle Communications. But again, like my Roy Orbison one and the Bruce Springsteen River one, this is mint. The record's uncovered in really nice condition. So this came out in the 80s, I think. Yeah, 1986 this compilation was. Next, these last 3 are from my record shop in Saltcoats. I recently went back there. First one is a Johnny Cash collection on Pickwick, this one. I think this is like Sun Recordings. I'm not too sure when this came out. It's got a nice glossy cover to it. It's a gatefold sleeve. It's on Pickwick, as I say. I think this is all like Sun Recordings on this record. These are like all the songs that are on it. So these are all like Sun Recordings. I'm not too sure when this came out, but I should hopefully do some like research into it. Next I've got a compilation called Milestones, 20 Rock Operas. This is quite an interesting compilation, some interesting songs on here. I mean, ones I like are Queen, Bohemian Rhapsody, Bat Out of Hell, Meatloaf, Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me, Elton John, 10,538 Overture by the Electric Light Orchestra, Oxygen 4 by Jean-Michel Jarre, and Drive by the Cars as well. So there's quite a few interesting ones on here. This is a 1990 compilation on Telstar. So there we are, that one. And this is Pete Townsend. This is I've got a Pete Townsend record that I listened to in one of my first time listens called Empty Glass. That was a really good album. And I got this Pete Townsend one. This is from the Atlantic Radio Pete Townsend's Deep End, Brixton, England concert. From like a concert he did in the 80s in Brixton, England. This is from 1986. This is like a little promo 4-song EP from like an album that was later released of this concert. Hopefully I'll get that quite soon. Hopefully I'll get that one day in the future. This is a letter from like Atco. This is a promo record that it won't be available commercially. It'll be basically video through like radio stations airplay or through home video. So yeah, some interesting stuff in there. I think that all this are mainly covers, with the exception of After the Fire, which is his own song. This is on Atco promo EP. Quite an interesting one to have. Yeah, be interesting to listen as well. So there we go. That's it with my my vinyl update 19. Hope you all liked this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Hopefully, next video will probably be the first time listens of this month, July 2020. So yeah, hopefully I'll be coming quite soon. So like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.